Om Shanti. Namaste everyone. Today I am going to explain how the navel displacement has been discussed in Ayurvedic and Hatha Yoga literature and how this knowledge can help individual to diagnose their issues and to resolve them eventually. Now Ayurveda discuss in detail the Panch Mahabhuta theory. In fact, in Indian philosophy, Panch Mahabhuta or 5 element theory is a very basic theory to explain the basic constituent or elements of the universe. And if we go from gross to the subtle, then they are in this order: earth, then water, and then fire, air and space. If you see the chakras also from downward to upward, from Mooladhara to Vishuddhi, they are also in this order. Mooladhara represent the most gross form of element, which is earth, and Vishuddhi represent the space, the subtlest, most subtle element. Now Vayu, which is represented by Anahat chakra, is the principle of movement in the universe. All the movements in the universe are happening because of this principle. Now Ayurveda studied these Vayus in the human body and come to the conclusion that there are 5 kind of Vayus in the body: Apan, Saman, Pran, Udan and Vyan. Below the navel is the area of Apan. At the level of navel, Saman. Above the navel, in this thoracic rib cage area, is Pran, and above this clavicle is Udan, and Vyan flow all across the body. Now in this video I will focus more, because this video is more about the navel displacement. I will focus more on the lower 3 Vayus, which is Pran, Saman and Apan. So Pran, Saman and Apan. Now increase in Apan means the excessive downward flow of the fluids or other elements. So if navel displaced below goes downward, then you have excess Apan. The symptoms are excess passage of urine, excess menstruation, excessive bleeding during the menstruation, miscarriage, because pregnancy is also caused by this downward flow. The birth of a baby during the pregnancy is controlled by this movement, by this downward flow movement of Apan. Flatulence, prostate problem among the men. So all these problems happen when you have excessive Apan. There can be excessive Pran as well. So in that case, the navel goes upward rather than downward. The symptom will be very different. Pran become excessive, or the navel displaces upward, then you have the problem of GERD, acid reflux, chest pain, blurred vision, poor eyesight, any problem of the eyes, migraine, headaches, acidity, bloating. All these problems are caused by excess Pranvayu, or when the navel displaces above the Saman line, the midline. As the navel can displace up and down, it can also displace sideways. It can goes up and left, up and right, or up and left, down and left, and down and right. So it can also turn left and right too. It can also be on Saman Vayu and goes left and right. So then there are different kind of symptoms that comes with it. If it is up and left, it affects the heart. The issues of heart emerges. Also the diabetes, or because it start affecting the pancreas gland. If it is on the right, it will affect more liver and gallbladder. So problem related with the liver and gallbladder will come under its preview. And if it is below, then if it is on the left side, it can affect the left kidney, right side it can affect the right kidney. If it is on the left, it affects the descending colon, If it is on the right, it affects ascending colon. So, different symptoms according to the location of the navel. So, it is very important to have this navel at the right point in Ayurveda. So, this is a very important method of diagnosis in Ayurveda as well as in Hatha Yoga. The three major factors that can cause the navel displacement is number one, wrong food, improper food. Number two, improper exercise. Number three, complete lack of exercise. So, improper food is if you eat food which is very hard to digest, which cause excessive fermentation and gas in the body, which cause bloating in the system, then it can affect your navel. Secondly, improper exercise means if you do something very excessive, like lifting some weight beyond your capacity, that can also lead to navel displacement. And lack of exercise, when your abdominal muscle is very weak, so they become also very fragile. It's commonly happened among women when their six pack basically break down after the pregnancy among some women, and that problem is basically diastasis erecti, and after that navel also can't hold onto the mid position. So, the either apan or pran vayu start dominating, and it causes a lot of trouble. It moves the navel and it causes a lot of troubles for them. So, three common causes are improper food, improper exercise, or complete lack of exercise. So, after the pregnancy, it becomes more like lack of exercise because abdominal muscles lose the tone and they breaks down. So, it is important that you have to get them together so they can hold the navel at the right place. So, that complete this video about what is the role of navel displacement in Ayurveda as discussed in the Ayurvedic texts. This is a very important diagnostic tool in Ayurveda. In the next video, I will explain how we can treat this navel displacement. Thank you very much. Namaste.